We can't end without a shameless plug.
Cue the music.
Cue the music. You want to try it one more time? A little bit more excited. Cue the music.
You're going to leave all this in, aren't you?
Yeah.
Cue the music.
Shameless Plug is a part of the show where we shamelessly plug something. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a t-shirt. It could be a restaurant. It could be a tool. It could be a movie theater. It could be anything at all. But we shamelessly plug it, and we hope that you enjoy it. Justin?
I would like to shamelessly plug Traeger grills this week. They are a wood pellet fired grill / smoker. I've had one now for quite some time.
Yeah, I ate your meat today.
Yes, I replaced.
It was succulent.
Thank you. It was very moist. I replaced. I used
You
to.
should be talking like real close to the mic on this one.
Really down and really sexy.
It's really moist and
tender.
controlled. Here, wait. Here,
You're gonna love my meat in your mouth.
I'm gonna turn down all your high ends and turn your.
There we go. So, what I can tell you about his experience today is when he put my meat in his mouth, he wanted to swallow.
It's so good with it all the way turned down.
So, I started out with a 12-pound piece of beef.
Dun, 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 dun.
I removed some of the fat, but I left some on for flavor.
Dun, 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 dun.
I took my meat and I rubbed it thoroughly.
Where's Thorogood when you need him?
Exactly.
Is he dead?
No.
George Thorogood?
No, I just saw him a couple of years ago at the fair.
Okay, cool. Anywho.
I let my meat marinate overnight in its own juices and the rub. Then I slowly smoked it for 9.5 hours. So, anyway.
I was going to say, this is the one we're going to be sending to these people.
Well, I think we should mention them, you know.
Yeah.
So the beauty about this is I had electric for a long time. I started out on charcoal and wood. I moved to electric. I moved to the wood-fired grill. The great thing about this is it's self-regulating for the temperature. So you can literally, I can set this thing and I can go spend an hour. I have a wireless, internal meat temp probe. Internal temperature probe. It really does. It takes all the guesswork. I mean, it really comes down to now a formula. You have heat, you have meat, you have time.
So are you, okay, let me ask you this. If you have all that stuff, are you actually a good cook, or is it more the equipment doing the work? Your thoughts, Justin?
I've seen a lot of people mess it up with really good equipment. So, I mean, it still comes down to the flavors that you use, the techniques.
Yeah.
For example, when my brisket hits 170 degrees, I go ahead and foil wrap it so it doesn't dry out.
Oh.
And that really brings up the moisture content.
We still got to do a cooking show and a sandwich show at some point.
You got a brisket that I cooked on the 4th of July. It's now Saturday. So you got 4-day-old brisket that was reheated in a microwave.
It was awesome.
And it was pretty amazing, right?
Yeah. I feel like I'm going to have any minute.
So, Traeger grills, they are pricey, but they are, in my opinion, worth every dime.
What if this is the shameless plug that pays off?
Then I would like a bigger one than the one I've got now, so I can because a 12-pound brisket was everything. We'll put up a picture here. This thing was filled.
Okay.
I mean, I couldn't have fit any more meat in this, no matter how hard I pushed.
We could.
I can do this all day.
I was gonna say,
that's what she said.
We could never do a whole show about cooking meat.
Oh no, we can't, and I think we should.
Because it would just turn into debauchery.
Well, it may require more beeps and or a /MA rating than what the show did, where I like literally swore just so you'd have to beep it.
Yeah. No, that was a good show.
There would be so much innuendo in this show that it would
awesome.
be innuendo before we got done.
Okay, on that note. All right, that's going to do it for us. That's your shameless plug of the week. Who is it for again?
Traeger. Traeger.
Traeger Grills.
Traeger Grills.
All right. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, we are brought to you by Skeleton Wines. Find out more about them at their website, skeletonwines.com, or on social media at Skeleton Vineyards. We are on Podbean, iTunes, Stitcher, and YouTube. Please subscribe to our channels and find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr, all at 151 The Show, or as the background says, there we go, 151theshow.com. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.